There really is no finish line. And once you understand this very important detail, the whole landscape changes for you. That's the topic of today's Out of the Box episode. Early on, when I was in probably grammar school, I was told that you don't run to the finish line, you run through the finish line. Because when you run to the finish line, you actually start to slow down right as you get to the finish line. And when you run through the finish line, you don't slow down until you've crossed it, until possibly long after you've crossed it. This is advice I've followed in all the sports races I've actually participated in. I have most times attempted to run through the finish line and not to the finish line. But how does that apply in day-to-day living? Well, if you look at things such as education, we all work towards graduating high school so then we can go to college, and then graduating college so then we can get an MBA or what have you. But in real life, there really is no finish line for education. It's a constant and evolving topic. There are new things, there are evolving technologies. Everything that we learn is growing, building, and changing. So in order to really have the best knowledge base, we're constantly learning, and there is no end to our learning. And when it comes to business, here's one of the things that I learned in a recent book that I read by Simon Sinek. I absolutely think this man has got it going on in so many ways. But in his book, The Infinite Game, he talks about businesses that are not so busy watching their competitors as they are running their race. Because what happens when you run like this is you slow down. You are always moving in the direction that you're facing. So if you're facing behind you, you're not moving so fast, and you're liable to trip and ruin your whole chance at winning, which doesn't actually happen in the world of business. And this is a theory that I think its time has come. There's no finish line. There's no winning at life. We all end up the same in the end. We all have a finite existence. And so there is no winning. There is simply a life well lived. So if you stop looking towards the finish line and looking to run to it, and if we stop looking at our competition and seeing what everybody else is doing through social media posts or emails or such, and work on living our best life, I think we then end up winning. And that's my unconventional thinking for you today. I encourage you to stop worrying about the finish line, to stop worrying about where you're starting from or what you're doing compared to everyone else, or where everybody else is at your level, or what you expected you would be doing by this point in your life. Stop worrying about that and start focusing on living your life, running your race, and running all the way through that finish line, and not slowing down and not stopping before you get there. So, as always, if you're enjoying these, if you know someone who might benefit from a little bit of unconventional thinking for their extraordinary living, I do hope you will share this and throw a little thumbs up down there below if you don't mind, and shoot me a comment. What do you think about this? What do you think about how this speaks to where you are in your journey? I'd love to hear from you. So with all that said, until next week, ciao.